Greetings, everyone. We always begin with gratitude. So, first, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and for doing whatever it is that you needed to do in order to get here, to be here, and to be present. I'm truly honored to have your energy and your presence in this space. I am LA and I am a holistic wellness therapreneur, and I'm the creator of this channel, Reconnect with You. Today is my birthday. I'm not going to tell y'all how old I am, but I am very excited to be spending a part of my special day with all of you. Are you ready to reconnect with you? If so, take off your shoes, come on in, get comfortable. You see, I'm comfortable. I'm sitting on my couch, ready to hang with y'all. While y'all are getting settled and coming in, I want to give you an overview of the structure of our time together. So, first, I am going to lead a very short sound bath just to cleanse the space and to center us in this space. Next, I'm going to pull an affirmations card for the collective to see if there's any message or affirmation that might be useful to all of you. Next, I'm going to go into my talk and then I will close off with a journaling or reflection question. So we will begin with the sound bath. This sound bath will use you can see part of it actually. It will use a crystal quartz singing bowl. This is a bowl in the musical key or note of F, which aligns to or corresponds with the heart chakra. Some of the focuses of the heart chakra are love, self-love, and self-acceptance, which is the very focus of this channel. So I'm grateful that I was led to start to lead a sound bath with this particular bowl today. All right. So I hope that all of you are settled because I'm going to begin with the sound bath. You're going to hear a loud sound, so if you want to turn your volume down a bit, or for some of you who want to put in headphones, I encourage you to do that right now. We always begin with gratitude. I thank you for being here. You are loved. There is space for you here. There is no right or wrong way to experience this moment. It is only how you accept yourself in this moment. I love myself. I love you. I am open to receiving love. Love flows freely to me and through me. I accept every part of myself. And I am grateful for this moment. All right, thank y'all for joining me in that very short sound bath. Please feel free to leave your impressions in the comments, anything that came up for you, any words of affirmation that you want to leave as it relates to the sound bath. Please feel free to leave those in the comments. Next, I am going to pull an affirmations card for the collective. I am going to be using this affirmations deck from Gabrielle Bernstein. This is one of the favorite decks that I have. So I'm going to be pulling an affirmations card for the collective. All right. What affirmation does the collective need right now? What affirmation does the collective need right now? What affirmation does the collective need right now? Y'all have to forgive my shuffle. My shuffle game is not where I would like for it to be, but we're practicing self-compassion, and I'm gonna keep shuffling. All right, 2 more shuffles. What affirmation does the collective need right now? All right. So we have, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. And then at the bottom of the deck, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. All right. So take that however it resonates. I'm not sure who those messages are for, but again, I encourage you to take them however they resonate. Next, we're going to transition into talking about the topic. So the topic of this video is finding your way back home to yourself. That is the title of the video. This topic is a part of my why for Reconnect with you. I'm very, very passionate about helping others to connect with themselves in whatever way that looks like. I want to kind of break this up into 3 different parts that I think are all equally important. So the first part of this, I want to talk with you about, when I'm talking about finding your way back home. Home, what is home? What does that mean? And then the second part of that, how do you know, I'm talking, the title of the talk is finding your way back home. How do you know when you are not home anymore? How do you know when you've wandered away from home? And then the last part, what do you need in order to get back home or to find your way back home? So those are kind of the 3 parts that this talk will be separated into. First, I want to talk to you about, and actually before I get started, I'm going to take a sip of my tea because my throat is a little dry. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. Okay. So first, I want to define with all of you what and where is home. When we are conceived, we are tethered to our caregivers, to our mothers in the womb. When we are birthed into this world, we become disconnected from our mothers. And we are, in a way, beginning this journey of figuring out, who am I separate from my caregiver, from my mother? And as a result of that process, you start to explore life for yourself at a very young age, from the time that you start to walk and you start to kind of investigate things on your own and figure out how different things might work for you. When you think back to a time in your life, most likely during childhood, when you felt very free, when you were alone, when it was just you by yourself and there weren't any pressures there for you to be a certain way or to behave a certain way. There was this freedom that you had to be yourself and to do what it is that you wanted to do, free of judgment. That is home. So when I talk about home and finding your way back home, I am making an assumption that at some point in your lives, all of you who are listening, who are watching, you had identified home for yourself, even though you might not have referred to it as home. As I'm talking, you can probably think back to a time when you felt at home with yourself, when it was just you by yourself, and there was this sense of safety and security there, and this inner knowing that you were okay. So that is home. The second part of that is how do you know when you're not home anymore? How do you know when you have wandered away from home? Some of the ways that you can know that you are not home anymore, that you've wandered away from home. I'm going to give you some examples. One of which is related to validation. So when you find yourself looking outside of you for any form of validation or acceptance, you have wandered away from home. You're not home anymore. You are not home within yourself, because that means that you are seeking validation outside of yourself. You're seeking external validation. So that's one of the ways that you can identify that you have wandered away from home. Another way that you can know is that you are looking for love outside of yourself. And, with this one, I want to just say that there's nothing wrong with wanting love from others and seeking love outside of yourself. But the thing about love is that it has to exist within you first before it exists anywhere else. Because if you are looking for love, or if you're, I'm going to use this language, if you are dependent on love from someone else and you have not created it within yourself, the key word here is dependency. You're developing a dependency on someone else, which can lead to an unhealthy attachment. So, seeking love outside of yourself, when you're looking for love outside of yourself, instead of loving yourself and giving yourself the love that you need. What happens when you are home is that, think of making a sundae, right? And when you have already created love inside of yourself, and whatever additional love comes to you is extra love or bonus love, then that means that love is the cherry on top of a sundae that you've already created for yourself. Versus looking to other people and feeling like, oh, well, I don't have anything that I need to make this sundae. I need ice cream from over here. I need toppings from over here. Oh, and I need a cherry too. But you're not basically adding anything to your own sundae. So when you find that you are looking for love outside of yourself, then you are not home. You've wandered away from home. The other thing that I want to talk about is giving permission, or when you feel like you need permission to do different things. That can be another way of knowing that, or another way of identifying that you have wandered away from home, that you are not home anymore.